A crowd, thousands of people, and somewhere in that crowd, a young man, doubled over, choking, eyes burning, and a stranger, a complete stranger, pouring water over his face, holding his shoulders, saying, "Sa slow, breathe." Now tell me something. In that moment, did anybody ask his name? Did anybody check whether the hand pouring the water and the face receiving it prayed in the same direction? Did anyone pose to ask about the caste, about surname, about whether the person gasping on the road was a man or a woman? Nobody asked because in that moment, nothing mattered. We were told for years that we are too different to stand together, that this country is a collection of separate crowds who can only be managed but never united. That Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, they can share a pin code but never a purpose. And then these streets answered beautifully. I saw people breaking their fast beside the people who had just come straight from a temple. I saw a Gurudwara hall open its door at midnight for the people who have never sat inside one before. I saw women who cover their heads and the women who don't holding the same banner at the same barricade in the same rain. I saw that argument die in front of me. Because here is the thing about pain. Pain has no religion. Tear gas does not check your name before it burns your eyes. Elati does not ask your caste before it lands. Hunger does not care about what you believe. A hospital bill does not care whether you fast in Ramzan or in Sawan. An unemployed young man in Bihar and an unemployed young man in Kerala are not different species. They have the same wound but wearing different clothes. And if our suffering is so common, then our fight is common. It has to be. Now, I want you to be very clear about one thing because this argument is often misunderstood. I'm not asking you to give up your faith or your religion. Keep it. Keep the prayer that steadies you at 4 in the morning. Keep the festival that fills your house with relatives you can barely tolerate. Keep the language of your grandmother. Keep the song. Keep the ritual. None of that is the problem. The problem is not that you have a religion. The problem begins the day your religion becomes the first thing you see in another human being, and that humanity becomes the second. Reverse that order. That's all. Just reverse the order. See the human being first, see the faith second, and watch how much this poison in this country simply loses its use. And let's not be dishonest. And don't stop at the religion because that is the easy way. It is the same logic that if someone hates a stranger's religion, they use that same twisted logic to hate a woman's independence. It's that logic that makes families search a boy's surname before they let their daughter love him. It's the same logic that decides which child gets to sit in the front of the classroom and which child gets to clean it. Religion, caste, gender, language, region. These are different masks on the same face. And the face is this: you're less than me, and I need you to be less than me. We have a phrase for the opposite of that. It's older than every one of our quarrels and ego. Vasudeva Kudumbakam. The world is one family, not one opinion, not one faith, one family. Families argue, families disagree loudly at dinner, but a family does not send one of its own to be beaten in the street and then go to sleep peacefully. So, what do I ask of you? Do not let this crowd go home and forget itself. The people who profit from our division are patient. They'll wait. They will wait for the anger to cool and then they'll come back. And then they'll come back with the old questions. What is this name? Where is he from? What does he eat? Who does he pray to? And they will hope we have forgotten what we learned in the tear gas. So remember it. Write it down if you must. Remember that when it actually mattered, when the air was burning and the people were falling, not one of us checked the name before we reached out a hand. That is not a slogan. That is evidence. That is proof that unity they told us was impossible has already happened in front of us. We were the witnesses on a public road in a city. We only have to refuse to unlearn it. Humanity first. Everything else can wait its turn. Thank you, Jay.